Hello everyone, Luke Smith here, and this video is going to be about the recent goings on with the Black Lives Matter protests and what's been going on in America and in the UK, and now it's getting real. I think it's always been worldwide. It's a worldwide movement. Now, this is going to be my views on it, how I feel about it. I know it won't make any difference because I'm white. But in another video I'm going to tell you my experiences with the police and police brutality, even though it wasn't technically police brutality, it was just them abusing their power sort of thing. So about, I believe, because I actually looked up the poor guy's name who was killed by the copper, George Floyd, and it was on the 25th of May when all this started. Basically, George Floyd was in a convenience store paying, and he passed over a fake $20 bill. I don't know if it was $20 or $10. I'm not quite sure. However, it turned out this note was a fake, a forgery, which anyone can have forgeries. They get passed through many hands. I really do not think George was a criminal. I'm pretty sure that it just passed through many hands and then just got into his hands, and he was mixed up with some real ones, and he paid it without knowing that it was a faulty bill. The cashier called the police on him, which you don't normally do. We don't. In my working environment, every time someone passes us a faulty bill, we just say, sorry, this is a fake note, we can't accept this, do you have any real ones? We don't call the police on that. Police come, and it just went downhill from there. I can't remember the main officer's name, but he ended up putting his knee on George's neck, basically choking him out for about almost 9 minutes, really forcing it down on his neck, and it eventually killed George Floyd. Now, this sparked a lot of backlash for the police department, and eventually the main police officer that killed him was done for third-degree murder, that eventually got down to second-degree murder. He is in prison at the minute with 3 other officers. We are not quite sure if he's going to get the death penalty or if he's going to get away scot-free. But to be fair, he did get sacked by the by his higher ups, and his wife has left him as well, so that is good. We now know that almost justice will be served. However, it is not good enough. He needs to be punished more brutally for killing an innocent person. Now, because of the death and the police brutality that happened to George Floyd, America went into a mass protest, basically protesting against police brutality against a black person, and also obviously Black Lives Matter, which they do. And it started off another Black Lives Matter movement, which is good because racism sucks. Everyone knows racism is bloody stupid. It basically spiraled a little bit out of control with looting and mass rioting. I'm not quite sure, but it's a terrorist organisation. So there's been looting, more police brutality, because police can't get it through their thick skulls that if they keep being brutal against innocent people, then these protests will not stop. These protests will continue to happen and go on for weeks and months until police brutality does end. However, we know that police brutality isn't going to end. Even if this protest ends, police brutality is going to continue, and everyone knows that. Anyway, it's continued worldwide. Now we're having it in London, which is bad because we're trying to put a stop to this COVID-19, and obviously when you're protesting and rioting, you're not social distancing, so we're gonna have a second wave before you know it. We are having police brutality over here as well, more racism from the police as well. Yeah, it's not going to end well, unfortunately. It has even been it's even come so far as when the police brought their horses out, people kept on throwing missiles and stuff at the horses to try and scare them away. I'm like, really now? You're going to attack a horse? How lame can you be? So I really don't know what the outcome of this. Now, I am all for the Black Lives Matter movement, and I'm all for protesting against racism. However, you got to do it properly. If you want your voice heard, then you cannot just like use a protest to basically loot a store or cause mass violence and terrorism, that sort of thing. You can't do that. There is ways to do it peacefully, and there are genuine peaceful protesters that I agree with. I mean, some protesters say things like stupid things, but some of them are decent protesters and they're doing it properly. So yeah, if only that policeman didn't kill that innocent George Floyd, then none of this would happen. So it was the police's fault to begin with. I mean, really, like I said, I've got no idea what's going to happen, really. So we're going to have to wait and see. I hope for the safety of others it will go away. I mean, obviously racism is still going to be here, but you just can't keep protesting all the time. But I am going to back up Liam protests by saying keep doing it, but keep safe, obviously. So yeah, that was my little video on this subject. Like I said, I got no idea on how this is going to end and what's going to happen. We're just going to wait and see for updates as well. So this has been this video done. If you want to subscribe, you can, and ring the bell for notifications when our next upload. So until then, see you guys.